Hello. Well, that was not a great dream. What an annoying dream. I dreamt about the past. It's funny. I saw a post that the past was going to be revisited, and I was like, no, probably not. But it was. So I dreamt that, I was back in high school, and everyone hated me, no matter what I did. What was this dream? What else happened? I don't even remember what started it, but nothing did. It was just everybody hated me. Oh, maybe something started it? But the thing I'm thinking of was that they, invaded my privacy in the bathroom, and I was like, go away. That's the only thing I can remember. Yeah, they kept staring at me when I was in the bathroom. Because there were, holes in the wall. And then I tried punching them in the face through the wall. But they would, move back. Yeah, and so I was like, no thanks, and left. But got to the point where I think I broke something, or they wanted me to pay them money so that they would leave me alone. But I went home, then one of them followed me and went to my house and ate with me and my dad. But I went in the backyard or something. And I came back and the guy was still there, and I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you can be here, you can eat, but whatever. And then all the people from the school showed up, and so he went into the car, and they were waiting for me to pay, give them the money. I was like, I'm not giving them $80 anymore, because I'm just too annoyed. I'll just give them $20. And then I think eventually they just left. And then it was daytime, and my dad asked me if I wanted to go, I don't know if it was fishing. It was go to some watery place. Okay. Weirdly enough, it was just me and him, but then Andrew and Caden popped up in the car too. Or maybe just Andrew. And we get there, and he's like, oh, we're staying the night. I'm like, why? You didn't tell me that, literally. And then we get to a place where we're in line as if we're on an amusement park ride. But trust me, it was way less fun. Because once we got there, it was blackjack or poker or something. But in the line behind us, woo, super fun, was that group of people from the high school. Oh. I knew some of these people, but I also didn't know many of these people. And I just don't care enough to remember them, who it was now. But well, I guess it matters, because they were these were relatively nice. They were just representative of people. So yeah, so there really is no point in naming these people, because it's they're pretty nice to me in school. But that's the point. Anyways, yeah, so we're playing blackjack. The music there is super loud, and pretty much the continuation of this whole dream is that everything I do, they like hate me more. Even though I'm with my dad, who they love. I'm with my older brother Andrew, who they love. And then there's me, and they hate absolutely everything. And so eventually, like, it starts getting all stormy, and it's snowing, and the snow's intense, and they find it weird that I like the snow. Eventually, we go to this place, like, it's an Airbnb, and we're all staying together. For some reason, they really want to do this trip where I'm involved. And in there, the one plus was that they had a piano, and I was so excited. I went over to it, and all the keys were broken. I was like, oh, that's okay. And I saw another piano. I was like, wow, many were broken. The one that wasn't would like play softly, and you couldn't hear anything. And then one of the people from the school, one of the old people that I don't know really that well, they were like, oh, there's one in this room. And I looked to my left, and there was one. I went over there, and the guy was playing it, and I played with him, sort of, but standing, but he was annoyed that I was playing. We were playing Bad Liar. I'm trying. And it was fun, and at the end, he was like, you were terrible, you kept playing. But it was like, first of all, the two of us sounded great together. Second of all, like, at that point, look in my head, I was just like, fuck you, like, but I didn't say that at all. I was just like, well, naturally, you were gonna hate whatever noise I made. That makes sense, great. And of course, all of the people from the school were like, God, yeah, you made it sound awful, why did you chime in? Then they started fighting me, but I like to box, so nothing came out of that other than I dodged everything, and anytime I went to hit him, I just didn't. I just like was like, okay, we're boxing, great, yep, I'm mad, you caught me, I hate this trip. And then my dad and Andrew, they wanted to like drive off and go get something, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with you. And upon leaving, we heard screaming, and I was like, hey, I heard screaming, let's go back. And they're like, oh no, there's just, oh, there's nothing. Then they went to talk about the storm, and I was like, okay, that just confirms to me, I think they're in trouble. It was annoying because these people shitted on me the whole dream, but Andrew, like my brother Andrew and my dad, just kind of like sat there and said absolutely nothing. Like, they didn't do anything to me, but they didn't do anything to help me. And at the very end of the dream, even though that's the case, I hear screaming, and I'm worried it might be those people and that they might need help. Then suddenly, Andrew and my dad aren't doing anything about that either. So they were annoying this entire dream. Everybody was annoying this entire dream, except for me. So it was my childhood. And I think I'm gonna upload this one actually, just because that was a weird dream, and I record these dream videos a lot, guys, and I never upload them just because it's like a diary thing. But then I end up having so many videos on my computer, I end up wanting to just delete them all. So this one I might start uploading. I might upload them private videos, so then they just don't pop up, but maybe you guys relate to all this stuff. Oh, there was a part in the dream at some point after the piano stuff that everyone went into the backyard to go smoke weed, and I was just like, nope. Like, I would just much rather not. Like you are such an unenjoyable crowd to smoke weed with. I was so picky at that point. What am I saying? I'm just saying so picky at that point to like put it on myself. No, they were just awful. I just didn't want to smoke with them. Trying to think if there's anything else to that dream. Other than that, I remember half of the people there, like most of the names. But now I'm like 3 names. But now it's like 2 names. You know, like excluding Andrew and my dad's. And then it's like 1 name. And I'm like, yeah. Well, for sure I remember 1 person. But yeah, I'm starting to forget like all the other names. There was a part after the piano. They were like, "We have questions for you." They would ask questions. One person would ask from the back, and I was like, "I can't hear you." And they're like, "They'd say it again." Everyone heard them, but I didn't. And I was like, I don't know. I went deaf from that casino place. Like, I can't hear that well in general, and now I really can't hear. And people up close were like, "Oh, I asked you this," and I was like, I still didn't hear you. And they were like really stupid questions too. That's all I can remember. Or they made me feel like crap. Yeah, it was one of those questions. They were like questions where were like, I don't know. Like, so what's it like being hideous? They're like those kinds of questions. So like I couldn't hear it most of the time, but I could hear that it was probably one of those questions because of other questions that were already asked that I did hear, and I answered those ones, I think. But yeah, the girl in the back asking that question, I was like, I couldn't hear it, and it was something about sex, but I knew it was stupid, and I was just like, I don't care to answer. But also, I'll answer it, but I still can't hear you. And yeah. What else happened in this dream? The ending was just driving off with my dad and Andrew and not going back. Oh, and then when they were like, "Oh no, we're safe, it's fine." Then like I was seeing TV channels of like what they were talking about. They were like, "Yeah, like all the storm stuff when we're at this place gets channeled into just like some heavy rain, but everywhere else," and I saw like TV channel versions, like just switching channels of all sorts of different types of storms going on, and I was like, wow. And like I don't know where the storm channeled into our place was like going down these canals where the water would just safely trickle down. I don't know. And then I put myself there like sitting in like a coffin of the canal, but it wasn't a coffin, but I was just sitting there because I was like, I want to be a part of it for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I do. It's like I wanted to like help. And I was like, maybe if I put myself there, it'll lower the catastrophe, and those people at the house, the Airbnb we're staying at, maybe they won't be in trouble. But that was where my dream ended. I was in the car, but I was also laying in a water canal of like water running past me. Yeah. So that's my dream. And it's 6:46 now, and I gotta go get ready to go to my chiropractor appointment, which I do want to go to. I'm just lazy. So that's why I don't want to go, and I'm just tired. And that was like not a super fun dream, but it woke me up, and I didn't set, my phone was off, so I could have easily missed this appointment. And it looks like super dark outside, so I would have never guessed it was time to leave. So yeah, that's my dream, guys. Love you all so much. Sending love and light. You know, maybe this is gonna be a helpful segment for some reason for anyone interested in dreams, or just like, you know, like it's funny, like I'm not gonna go on a whole other tangent, but basically if you guys are interested in listening about how my dreams are, let me know, and I'll just start uploading these, so then I can just like go from my phone and or from my computer and upload a bunch. Maybe not, but yeah, if you guys listen to this, cool. Again, sending love and light. I love you all so much. Have a good morning. Have a good day. It's Friday. Woo! And I'll talk to you all soon. I'm excited to do a bunch of tarot stuff later today. And if you guys saw that quick video last night, I first have to clean a bunch and do things. But I'll be back. Bye, guys.